Welcome to One Question at a Time, the TSI series. Question number 18. The area of the triangle below is 21. What is the value of x? And we remember that the area of the triangle will be 1/2 of the base times the height. So as we see, the height will be perpendicular to the base. So the height will be h equal x. And x plus 1 here will be the base. So that equal the base, b. Now plug in, we will have the area of the triangle will be 1/2 of the base times the height. The given triangles will have the area of 21. So 21 equal 1/2. The base b is x plus 1. And then h is x. Now, we don't want to work with the fractions, so we get rid of the fractions by multiply 2 in each side. So that 1/2 multiplied by 2 will be equal 1. So we cancel that 2 and that 2. We left with x multiply x plus 1 equal 42. Always remember the multiplications have the commutative property, so you can switch the positions of all factors. It doesn't matter. And also, when you have the left hand side equal the right hand side, you can switch left and right. So I could write x times x plus 1 on the left hand side, and then it's still equal 42. Then x distributed inside the parenthesis will be x squared. X times 1 will be positive x equal 42. Now I will move the 42 to the left hand side, so I'll subtract 42 both sides. On the left hand side right now, this will be x squared plus x minus 42 equal 0. 42 minus 42 is 0. Now we will try to factoring these equations. We know that we will have two factors. If you know about the AC methods, is we have ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. AC methods mean a times c. In this case, we have a equal 1, a equal 1, and then b equal 1, and then c equal negative 42. So the AC method said if we can find two numbers and their product will be equal A times C. A times C is negative 42 in this case. And then the same two numbers, when you add up, it will be equal B, which is 1 in this case. So for the negative 42, we can have two numbers so that one of them will be positive and another one will be negative. That make it negative right here. And also the difference between that two numbers will be 1. 42, we can thinking about 42 and 1, 21 and 2, right? And also 7 and 6. That perfect, right? 7 and 6 is 42, but then we have one negative. Which one will be negative? Negative 7 or negative 6? What case will make it sum of those will be equal 1? So if we have negative 6, you will have positive 1. So we will have 7 here times negative 6 and 7 plus negative 6. That's perfect. Now we can plug this one in, right? So right here is minus 6, right here is positive 7. And then we have x. To check it again, you can find it in as well. You can do x minus 6 times x plus 7 to making sure we got whatever we start with. So x times x is x squared, x times 7 plus 7x. Negative 6 times x is negative 6x. Negative 6 times 7 is minus 42. So we simplify it, x squared plus x minus 42. Yes, we got what we begin with. Now we use the zero factor terms. We'll say a times b equals 0. We can have a equals 0, b equals 0, or a equal b equals 0. So we set each of the factor equals 0. Now solve for x. So we will add 6 both sides, right? So this one cancel. We isolate x on the left hand side. X equals 6. Pause it. And then we go to x plus 7 equals 0. We subtract 7 both sides. So we isolate x on the left hand side. On the right hand side we have x equal negative 7. Without the answer choice, we have to eliminate this answer because x is a length. The length is going to be never negative. It's non-negative. It can be 0, but it cannot be negative. And the answer is x equals 6. When we look at the answer choice, we see that we have B should be our answer right here. In case that we forgot what is the area of triangle, but we do remember the area of rectangle. The area of the rectangles is equal the length times the width, right? And we can look at the triangle, the given triangle, and then draw this part, the extra part right here. We can see that will be from a rectangle, and this side is this small dry triangle is the same as this one. And we can see this bigger one than this one. And also, this is the width of the rectangle, and this is the length. So the length of the rectangle is the base of the triangle, and the width of the rectangle is the height of the triangle. And we see that the rectangle, if it divide by half, because this is one part, yeah, and the triangles will become two equal part. So we know that the area of the triangle will be 1/2 the area of the rectangle, 1/2 of the length times width, because length is the same as the base, and then the width is the height. Thank you for participating in this series. Have a great day and see you next time.